subscribe to the Donnie Houston Podcast, man.
On the real, y'all watching the Donnie Houston Podcast with the legend Mobo Joe, the pioneer of New Orleans gangsta rap. On the real.
Yeah, man, it's going down. It's Donnie Houston Podcast. I am Donnie Houston. Check it out, man. First of all, I got my dog Sykes back in here. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, man?
Oh, yes, man. We back in it. One of my partners called me. Goonie, he called me my glass man. You heard me? He called me, was like, say, bro, you gotta do such and such. And I was like, you know what? He was already on my list, but we can make that happen ASAP. You know what I'm saying? So I say, you know what? Donnie gonna like this one.
Yeah, for sure, man. We got him in here. Listen, the man said he's responsible for gangster rap in New Orleans, man. You know what I'm saying? That's enough right there to let you know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all finna get a good one right now, man. Listen, representing the Mobo camp, Mobo Joe. What's going down, man?
On the real, the legendary Mobo Joe, man. I appreciate y'all having me. And I stand on that, you know what I'm saying? Because the people give me the pioneer of New Orleans gangster rap. And as we go, I'm going to break down the dates and the reason why they give me that and what I was doing back in 91, 92, 93 through New Orleans, Houston, ATL. I got to take my time to give a big thanks to H-Town because hands down, I'm certified to say this. Without H-Town, New Orleans local music would not made it that far. That's real talk. I stand on that because I was out here in the 80s. I know this.
Man, that's real. That's real. Well, let's just go back, man. You talking about going early, man. Early New Orleans, bro. Talk about before you create the label. You know what I'm saying? Coming up West Bank.
All right. Well, I came up, and I just say this here. I came up on the West Bank. I came up. People on the East Bank kind of always say the West Bank country. It's crazy because where I grew up in the woods. I got an album called Straight Out the Woods. It was country. But I always try to give props to and I don't like to say hood because I was raised in a village, right? I was raised by rich black men that was teaching. You know what I'm saying? My village where I was raised at, you had a mother and a father in every household. And I want to kind of bring this out because I was 30-something years ago, but now I'm this person, right? So when I left, when my dad passed when I was like about 15, 16, and that's when I wound up moving to the hood, which was the Desire Project, right?
This is all in the West Bank.
No, this Desire Project. The Desire Project is the East Bank. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, tell me this, because when we say, because I've heard people say like the East, is that East Bank? What is the East?
All right, when you talk about East Bank, West Bank, you're talking about the Mississippi River Bridge, right? I stood on the West Bank of the water. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all got North Side, South Side, West Bank, East Bank, the water, the Mississippi River.
But when people say the East, they talking about East
Bank.
Bank.
Talking about
when you say East Bank, or you can say, all right, it's two things now.
The part of the East is part of New Orleans. They have the East. That's part of the East Bank. It's the East of the East Bank.
It's in the East. Yeah, it's like the East Bank. That's uptown, downtown, everything. New Orleans East is like another neighborhood. Once you get out there, you're in Slidell. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Once you get past Michoud and all that, so you got the East Bank, the West Bank. When they say East Bank, West Bank, when they're saying country, it's the people on the East Bank because the way we was living and it was different. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I was able, like I say, I moved to the Desire Project like 85, 84, which, if you do your homework, was the worst project in the world. Cabrini Green at this time wasn't bad to Desire Project. You know what I'm saying? So I guess stressing for my daddy, I made two boys young. Like I made my first son, I was like 15, making 16. You know what I'm saying? So my life was a lot, different. But I seen the difference between a village and the hood. I seen a difference. I seen love in the project. I seen the love. New Orleans, like they try to give us this crab in a bucket, all this type stuff, but it's a love place. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to see a lot of more things. Like for me, I've been thugging a long time because of some reason. I had a car at 15. I had a license at 15.
So you were already in the streets by the time you had the kid and was doing...
Right around that time, it all just boom. It just happened. You know what I'm saying? I got my license. Because, like, I can tell for like, I remember the Superdome dance.
Yeah, the 808 drum machine.
I remember the Mr. Auditorium. I remember the WYD talent shows.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember Slick Leo Under the Bridge.
Yes, sir.
Also, I remember Man and Fresh, Gregory D, Spody T.
Yes.
I was in this project, the coach y'all, DJ Carrier. See, I remember all this.
Yeah.
So a lot of people can't go this far back. But I'm a West Bank moving, I'm moving where I'm on. I'm doing all this. So I'm seeing all this, right? At the era how I get to Houston, my friend out came here in 67, he came here in 57. That's who I ran with. He was 10 years older than me. At that time, it was the freebasing era, right? All right? So they was getting caught up in that. I'm 10 years younger. His brother moved to Houston, running from the freebasing era, right? So that's how I started coming to Houston and started crossing state lines, going to Houston, going to Atlanta. I can say a lot of stories when I get to podcasts in Atlanta. I'll say certain things about Atlanta, but that's how I knew Houston. So I started coming a lot following the Saints and stuff like that. I got a kinfolk, which he's not my cousin, but we call each other kinfolk. That's a Houston thing. He was a Fifth Wall, straight out the nickel. That's who I grew with. At this time, I'm in the streets, but I'm not selling drugs. I don't sell drugs. I had another hustle that I did. So I'm doing this here, I'm doing that. Like 89, stuff like that, the drug scene started coming, but I'm in Houston. You know what did it
was it because in Houston before a lot of our guys were selling drugs, they were stealing cars. Was that y'all's thing or that wasn't?
No, I wasn't. I was big. I used to do burglars, business burglars. I'm a truck driver. I used to hijack stuff like that. I used to make $30,000 to $40,000 in the 80s, started doing that. You know what I'm saying? Not selling dope. I done been to Miami. I went to the Super Bowl in '89. Joe Roberts Stadium of my own dime in '89. No dope money. Cash money. Me and this guy, Kenny Ray.
So y'all just knowing like, okay, it's a load coming in, whatever.
Well, I was raised by rich black men in my neighborhood, and the older ones, like my dad and them, they didn't use drugs or sell drugs. They all had businesses and stuff like that. But my brothers, the ones that was in the 50s, they used to do the crooked stuff, and they taught me the crooked stuff. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Syke. You know what I'm saying? They taught me. You know, I had a truck in '88. You know what I'm saying? I got a trucking business right now. I know how to stick gears and work on. I'm an animal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I do all that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, like I say, at this time, I was just able to watch so much. You know what I'm saying? Because the way I had money, the way I was moving. You know what I'm saying? Now, let's move to my music career. All right? When I used to come out here in the 80s, now I'm in that world. You know what I'm saying? That world where you know, dope world. You know what I'm saying? Houston at this time, the capital, right? So I'm coming out here on business. Everlasting Hitman is like my little brother.
How you make the transition though to that hustle from the other one?
From
the trucks to the.
Well, I wasn't doing the truck. I didn't own the truck. I was taking the truck. The FBI. The FBI. All I can say. The FBI got on us. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. But I already know Houston, right? So now I had met my kinfolks out here, but I wasn't coming out here with the bullshit, right? So I'm going to Jam City, Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? I think it was a Coca-Cabana maybe. I know Taco Cabana where you go get your food and stuff.
Coco,
but we moving around.
Loco and shit like that?
Coco Loco.
Coco Loco.
Yeah, one or something like that. This all 90s stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I remember at Jam City, I seen Full Pack perform now.
Yeah.
3-9 Posse.
Yeah.
I seen Lil Elk perform now. Get the Gap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I seen my little brother Everlasting Hitman perform now. I seen the great Tim Smooth. Now I know Bust Down been through that too, but I hadn't seen it myself at this, you know, different shows I seen. So I remember one time we was there and Tim Smooth was on stage and he knew Rock, who used to run with me, and he hollered at him. But Hitman was like a brother because I know Hitman before music. I know Hitman probably like 88, 89, Everlasting Hitman. You know what I'm saying? He'd be like my real brother. So I seen him one time at Jam City.
Yeah.
So he turned. As a matter of fact, Luke Skywalker was on the same show when I seen him. So he like, man, big bro, what you doing out here? I'm like, man, I'm out here on business, yada yada yada. He said, man, I'm about to tear it down. Now, I've been to Hitman was a performer. I see him doing a show. At this time, I ain't much thinking about a label. I ain't thinking about a label. But I'm a music head. I'm buying Big Mellow. I'm buying Fifth Wall Boys, Too Much Trouble, Gangsta Nip. I'm talking about, I'm in Home Clock. If you listen to this, my first CD, Low Level Organization, on my outro, like I'm talking shit now, I was the first one doing that on records. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about me and my homeboy, talking about tossing a chick out of Home Clock on 91, on outro. That's on there. Lower Level Organization, 1 by 5 or feared by most. You know what I'm saying? Big Mellow, Rest in Peace, the Mac Drive Lax, all that. So I'm already, flip-flamming, hearing some of this stuff. Now I might be a little bit off the date a little bit, right? So I get back to New Orleans, and I tell my rap partner, Notorious A. I said, man, no, I didn't tell him. I told my partner who got killed, his name was T. I said, I want to start a record label. And he said, Ace Nittigan rap, which is named Tuna. He grew up with us. So I asked him, I said, ain't it good? He said, Mo, he good. He said, we talking about killing the police, though. So I'm like, yeah. So, I'm sick at this time. It's turned me on. You know what I'm saying? So I said, call him. So we call him. He live in Manhattan. That's our hood, the woods. So he goes back there. He raps Portrait of a Villain to me. The whole song, right? That's he rapped to me. The first words he said, I know you heard a picture worth 1,000 words. Here's a vague description of a brother that's wanted for pumping some lead several times into police forehead. That's the words on that song in 91. This is why they give me the pioneer of gangster rap. You know what I'm saying?
So at that time, nobody was putting out anything that was sounding like that type of shit?
No.
So what was the most gangster thing up until that point?
You had MCL, Black Robin Hood had done been out. You had, who else it was? Gregory D. Gregory D can rap. You know what I'm saying? But
Gregory D. We got him coming. So
so Greg did stuff too. But you gotta understand,
Greg was different. He was different.
Like my music, I had the graphics to match it. I ain't knew about prop guns. I ain't knew about prop money. So every gun you saw was real guns. It was real guns. So we did the song. I won't get Ice Mike his prop, because Ice Mike taught me a whole lot. Because Ice Mike did my whole first project. You know what I'm saying? So I won't get too far ahead of myself. So when I asked him about how we do about getting a beat, that's when he told me about Ice Mike, right? After he rapped the whole song to me. The next day I met Ice Mike. We did Portrait of a Villain. That Ice Mike wanted to do the whole EP. You know what I'm saying? He worked with me. Ice Mike showed me everything I need to know about publishing. He gave me the disc makers, books, and everything. He did me everything. He showed me everything. Took me to the festival studio, showed me everything. So it's another thing. At this time, people money wasn't as strong as my money. As Mike said, man, a lot of people just doing the cassettes. The disc maker just came out with the package where you can get the vinyl, you can get the posters, you can get the CDs, and you can get the cassettes. Yeah. He said, Mobo, you should get this one, because he knew I can afford it. So I got that. I was the first one really came out with the CDs, cassettes, vinyl, posters, and all. So I did that. When we finished the now at this time, I had met Cash Money, Baby and Slim at the studio. And this is why I want to say this too. I have a certain love and respect for them, because people say, get it out the mud. We was getting out of sewer pipe. New Orleans was down dirty. That was sewer pipe. So as we growing, they taking like it because it's a mutual respect. So I'm glad they made it to be the biggest in the game because I was in that arena with them. You know what I'm saying? But this is what separated me because I was out here. I'm seeing ghetto boys.
Yeah.
Willie D. I'm talking about in the streets and I'm looking at their graphics and how they're doing stuff. Plus, I was the Eazy-E fan too. So when we dropped the album, I did the Portrait of a Villain video where he talking about shooting the police. Portrait of a Villain.
Is that on YouTube right now?
On YouTube. Okay. That's what I'm about to go to. The video, right? Because when you saying gangster rap, you got to be talking about killing the people. You got to be talking about killing your own kind, your brothers. At this time, I'm sick. You gotta downgrade your sisters. Stuff that I'm not proud of no more, but that's what we was doing, right? All less than a Portrait of a Villain. Go online, pull up lower level organization, Portrait of a Villain. You're gonna see a scene where you got a white guy laying down as a police shot. You're gonna see another scene where a guy ratted on Ace Nitty, well, Notorious A at that time, that's what he was going by. Ratted on him. Me, Kenny Ray, him, kicks in the door with real guns. We goes in the house and we kill him. This in the video, right? Then you're gonna see another scene to we doing some bad stuff to the girl, kick her out. You're gonna see a dice game scene, and at the end you're gonna see me giving money to the kids. You're gonna see all this.
All around, just you gangster.
It's all that in that one video. See what I'm saying? So when people try to say, okay, they did this, did that. No, go back to look at the number. It's 1991. Show me somebody who did that in 1991. See what I'm saying? Plus, all our clothes was made by black design. You remember Scotch Casual from Gentile Mall?
Yeah.
You do the clothes?
Yeah.
That's who made my clothes. I had leather clothes made by black designers. All my graphics was done by black designers.
Yeah.
All that. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm saying all this because I have two minds here. I have the old Mobo Joe mind, and I have the lack of Mo mind to where I'm at now in life. I mean, see what I'm saying? So when people be talking about buy black and do all this, I seen this stuff back then.
Yeah.
That's why I dealt with my people. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, we did the lower level organization. We got Portrait of a Villain out. We got songs on there. Armed and Dangerous, Who's Pimping Who, Portrait of a Villain. You know what I'm saying? The outro sick. You know what I'm saying? We talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm rapping off beat before Silk the Shocker because I wasn't a rapper. I had money and I was ignorant. Yeah. That's what I was. That's what I was doing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was designed to do. Right? Because I was out the village now.
That's what you come. Yeah.
I was out the village now and I'm in the hood. You get it? So that's what I'm saying. All right. Fast forward, the icing on the cake. This right here. Ruthless Juvenile. That was my next project.
How you even meet them though? How do you meet the Ruthless Juvenile?
Let's go. All right. Ruthless Juvenile, how this started right here. After Ice Mike did a project for me, I'm like, well, you know what? I'm gonna do this long term.
How did the city receive the first project? Or it was just kind of like
the lower level? Yeah. It was all right, but precise. Know this, and like I said, New Orleans at this time is a kindergarten market. It was a little bit above the head. That man had a thesaurus. He used to use a dictionary and encyclopedias, Notorious A. That's what he used to get his words out. When you listen to it, you're going to see. New Orleans was a little down.
Now, I can tell you one thing. We kept this in stock. Like, we made sure we kept this in stock. At the store, if we ran out, whatever number we had, we kept it in stock.
And shout out to Gary, Mr. Gary.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Another thing, you said you was with Full Pack, right? You was in the rap group?
Yeah.
Rap group?
Yeah.
They had dances,
I
right?
am Full Pack.
Y'all had dances, right? Because Fest, the dancers.
Yeah, Fest, that's
the
Fest,
dancers. Remember the dancers?
Yes.
They in Portrait of a Villain. Fest,
okay, that's on the when they
Portrait
did the
and the coach scene.
Yeah, when they did the
dancers that I got from Fest.
Yeah.
All right. So
rest in peace, Fest.
Rest in peace, Fest. Yeah, because he was a good brother. He was a good brother.
Yes,
indeed.
He
was a good brother. He was like Ice Mike.
Day one, A1.
We got love down there. Don't get that twisted. All right. So I said I'm gonna do this long term. I went out. I had money, bro. I'm not bragging. I had money. I went to Soundcheck. I think Soundcheck was like in Metairie. It was before Guitar Center.
Yeah,
remember
that's where we went.
Spot?
Yeah, right in the corner.
I went in Soundcheck. Ed, I spent 10 racks on equipment. 10 racks, cash money.
Yeah.
With no knowledge or nothing, you just going there like
no knowledge or nothing. Ain't trying to make no straight ignorant.
You see Ed gonna sell you what you need.
He gonna sell you.
He gonna sell you what you need.
They just got in the 16 plus keyboard. It was Exonic 16 plus.
Yeah.
That's what this was made on.
Yeah.
That board itself at this time, go back in time and check, was 20. I think I got him down 2,500. But the amount was like 27. I bought that board and all other stuff. At my house, I had one extra bedroom. I had my 2 sons, me and my lady. I painted yellow. It was called a yellow room. Lil Slim from the 17.
Okay, yeah.
Pie shop.
Yeah.
He was in the yellow room. He was there. I don't know if you know Bam used to rap with him. Bam was way back, but he never came out. They didn't been to the yellow room, right? So I bought all the equipment in there. Rest in peace to my guy T, who brought me to Ace Knitted, which we all grew up together. So we in a room, we hooking everything up. We don't know what we're doing. We just hooking everything up. What Ed told us, because
Ed gonna tell you
he showed us, he done rolled stuff out. I spent 10 grand, So we got all the stuff maybe a couple of days. It's a very interesting story. So I got the equipment. I don't have nobody to make no beats. Ace trying to make beats. The guy, his name was Stephen Matthews, called him Midnight. That's who gave me the name Mobo Joe. The name Mobo Joe stands for I want to go wherever the money I'll go. How I came up with the name, because I was Joe, I was Spoded Joe. Yeah, Spoded T, because the word back then was Spoded. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like fresh, that was the word on the streets. So he was trying to make beats and stuff like that. But he gave me that name because it rhymed with Bo. The old men always say Bo. That was their thing, Bo. So he rhymed the Mo with Bo, and it was Joe, Mobo Joe. You know what I'm saying? And it stands for on the go, because back then Bell South Mobility was the phone service. And on their commercial, they said, if you want to be on the go, you need to get with Bell South. So I'm on the go. I just told you, Playboy, what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, we got the equipment, something down the way. I'm going to try to make it, get to the point. Ace hooked up with Det, the little Ray guy. Now, these guys as 16-year-old kids, these is kids, 16 years old. That's Lil Badness, that's the one who did the beats, Det, and that's Faux Shop. All right? So, about 3 days later, Ace Knitted, I keep saying Tuna, but Ace Knitted, he came with Det. So we all in the room, we smoking weed, we got guns, all kind of stuff, we thugging. So this is a 16-year-old kid. He trying to work on the Exonic board. You know what I'm saying? Now he ain't seasoned like these guys, because this is his first time in this setting. So he can't really come up with nothing. So we messed around a couple of hours, dropped them off. That when beeper was out. He beeping on my beeper. I had a beeper, 5965581, that was my beeper number. Soon as I dropped him off, he beat me, he said, call me. I called him. He said, hey, bro, I know you don't know me, but you bring that board off here, I know you pay a lot of money if I can learn it. I bring the board. I said, I'm going to get it. I go home and get the board. I bring the board. 45 minutes later, 30 minutes later, he said, Mo, check this out. The very first beat is on. But I can't tell a kid this. I'm going to blow his mind. I said, it's all right. He don't heard this. All right? I said, it's all right. You can do better. I promise you, because Sites don't work on equipment.
Yeah.
It's like a thrill that I never had that thrill. Man, he about to call me 100 times. Listen to this. And every beat he getting better. At this time, Kenny Ray, he was messing with a lady named D, right? And she was kin to Lil Badness. Badness had been calling me. So now I got somebody to make beats, right? This all this coming together. So I said, they're in school. They was going to, matter of fact, they was going to school with Kilo G, Cash Money Rapper, and LB Landry. All of them was going to school together. So I'm like, when you get off school, be calm, I'm going to come get you. It's all right. Told Joe, I think Joe was going to Eric or Higgins, but I think he was shooting a lot of hooky, right? So I went and got him, put him in the yellow room. I'm smoking a little blunt, whatever. I lays down. I goes to sleep. About 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I hear that beat. It was Gangsta Till. See? Gangsta Till, my first beat. First song, it was Juveniles. Poetry of Villain, my first song. See how sick? Why they say gangsta rap? It makes sense. Too many people have these type of titles, right? So he said gangsta tells they out jacking and robbing, killing. So when I hear the beat, boom, boom, I'm like, I wake, I'm like, damn. So I stay in the hallway, I'm smoking. So he started rapping back then. You got to stop the bowl 100 times the song, most of the song. So they keep stopping it. I don't know what they're doing, but it's pissing me off. You know what I'm saying? Because it kept stopping. So man finally made it through the song. So he rapped the whole song. I bust in the door and I look. Because I'm coming up on the ghetto boys and stuff. Now I know I got something to compete with. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to have a close to national sound that New Orleans didn't have really delivered at this time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Precise agree with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of compete against H-Town. I got to have something when I come on the road, boom, boom, boom. So we working now. You know what I'm saying? So the next day he comes from school. I pick him up from school on the band. He out folk shop with him, right? So folk shop comes to the house. We do dope game. Ain't no joke. See? You see? All this is tied into a gangster mindset, right?
Yeah.
So they do that song. So then Brandon tell Fo he got to do a solo. His solo song was Killing Spree, his first solo. All it's on this thing, Killing Spree. So they do that. So we running through the album. I'm gonna get y'all to the good part, right? So we run through the album, but Lower Level had no bounce. Cash Money, all this Kilo G had no bounce. But bounce is tearing ass right now.
Yeah.
It's tearing ass. I'm in Houston at Jam City. I'm seeing Hitman and Lil Elk do a whole concert, get the gat, the whole H-Town. Get the gat. And Jam City. I seen it with my own eyes. So I'm like, man, we gotta do some bounce. Oh man, we ain't doing it. The album finished. I said, all right, cool.
And this when Bounce still, you said get the gat, so Bounce still in his gangster phase. It hadn't.
Yeah, it still was doing. It was still this dropped in '92. You know what I'm saying? So you still had
receipts. I'm just telling them receipts.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They was doing the thing, jibbing them and all that was, all this stuff, bam, bam, bam. But, we on the hard stuff, you know what I'm saying? Plus at this time, we on the West Bank. We got lyricists. We got the great Tim Smooth, man. We got Bust Down. We got Think. We got Marco that's really spitting. I got to keep up with. You know what I'm saying? But they're real lyricists, they're real rap. But we got the dirty stuff.
Talking that gangster shit.
Yeah. So this is what give me, like I said, this much momentum at the time over Cash Money, right? Because soon we finished the album, I made him Run That Shit. That was gonna be the last song. That was the bounce song.
Yeah.
All right, we did the bounce song before to go to the studio and dump. We coming up to the house. Here come Most Wanted Posse. It was a West Bank thing, It was a West Bank thing. Because I'm telling you, the East Bank always warned up, boom, boom, boom. Plus, I'm already in the Desire Project. I'm already moving around. So we really fighting. Me and my little small, not these dudes, I'm talking about my partners who used to with these calls. Because at this time, you're shopping on Canal Street, Zach Fifth Avenue, Rubenstein, and Lake Forest Plaza.
Yeah.
Plus, the East, what you was talking about, the East.
You got to go to the East.
They got vagina everywhere in the East. And I'm a vagina lover. I'm going to get that. Me and my partners, we going to get it. I don't care if Lulu out there or who. We going to get it. If we got to knuckle up, these 12 gauges is ready, always ready to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm like hard nickel Willie D, baby. I know how to do this. So we already fighting them, right? So when they come out the West Bank thing, it happened because of the Gong show at Flirts with Bust Down and Tim Smooth now.
Yeah.
Willie
O'Derry.
Yeah. Well, that's what a
40T.
Yeah, that's what it started, but it was.
Bobby Marchand.
Yeah, I know Bobby Marchand, but I'm talking about where the song come from.
Yeah.
The diss, it was a diss song. It was dissing Bust Down and Tim Smooth because they got Most Wanted from Ninth Wall, the East Bank. They got booed at the Gong show. I had never been to Flirts. Flirts was right there in Harvey where I'm from. The reason being because the detail is the police, the narcotics.
Yeah.
I'm a drug dealer. I'm not going there. I'd rather come to Jam City.
Yeah.
Cause I come up on the Easy E, we was quiet on the set. See what I'm saying? I ain't won't be seen, so I'm not there. So they beefing. I must know, but I hear the song. But this what pissed me off. At the end of the song, they say anybody from that side of the water can get it. I looked at Brandon and Brandon and Jody. I said, man, I'm tired of this shit. I said, man, make a diss song, tell them to suck. Man, this on the song. They goes in the studio because our last song was still was run that shit bounce. So we still set up a bounce. He come out with the bounce song. Where that West Bank at? Where that West Bank at? Niggas from the East Bank talking that. Come and suck. Just own that song. Cause I'm like, it's up, it's up, it's up. So we did that with the Gangsta. That's when, boom, 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 they started. Oh, this Mobo Joe, he different. He's a different breed. See what I'm saying? Plus, I was doing commercial. I was my TV commercial with these boys with these guns. You remember that? You ever seen a commercial on TV?
Yeah.
They walking down the street, this Sam Street right where we took this picture at, with these guns on a TV commercial. So that's how I get the pioneer of gangster rap, right there. The next album I dropped.
Wait, but what was Cash Money doing at that time?
Cash Money had dropped Kilo G.
Yeah.
Then was his Pimp Daddy. Was it Pimp Daddy? I think next.
Yeah.
I think it was Pimp Daddy, and then they remember PMW. Pass that way to next day. So all this is bounce. This not gangster. Kilo G, what you could say was gangster because he was rapping. He was from the cutoff, the West Bank. Get it? He was from the West Bank, but he wasn't rapping like we was rapping. Cash Money wasn't showing the guns and the ignorant stuff that we was doing. You know what I'm saying? Damn right there.
Pushing.
Boom, boom, boom.
We was
and that's why you hear people like OG the Juice Man, Gucci Man, 5'9", because I was moving. And what I would do, I would go to South Park, I would go to Third Wall. I ordered 10,000 of these here. I was getting this away and I was getting that way. Because I come in a dope era. Sample packs. If I give it out and you like it, they gonna get it. Because at this time, like in California, other places, you can sell out the trunk. Like out here, y'all can sell the trunk. Down there, they ain't really buying. You can go, man, everybody, them New Orleans, man, they ain't gonna buy it. So I come out here with the momentum that is the same way, which I could have been like Slim Doug, I could have been getting paid. Because they would have bought it out here. I don't know. So I'm getting it away. But as I'm getting it away, I'm building up. And the more I build, because it's so good, and then boom, 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 it went to going up. Then I did his album. He was young, growing up around white boys. They was playing with the Weezy Bowl. His album was called Possessed by the Weezy Bowl. You know what I'm saying? It's psycho. It's like Gangsta Nip. It's psycho stuff he was doing. I dropped that. It's sick. You know what I'm saying? Then I followed up with Doghouse Posse, the one we just heard the beat from. That was 93 too. He was beginning 93, I was in 93. Doghouse Posse. At this time, Morero. What the fellas be yelling Morero? I'm from Harvard. They got a song called Harvard Style. We sample Big Stick, because, you know, at this time, Morero and Harvard, we cool, but it's still a little knuckling up going on with the kids at this time, keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? That's how it was. So we dropped that, but you know, look at the titles. Gangstified ass niggas. Dope Game, Straight Up Villain. Then we had the song Knuckle Up Nigga.
Knuckle Up
right?
Nigga.
If you listen to this song, right, it's a bounce song. It called Knuckle Up Nigga, right? If you listen to the song, you don't hear him talking about no more than the chorus where it said knuckle up, where it's really talking about fighting. You know why that was? Because when they bought it to me, they album done too. What I want? I want a bounce song. They don't want to do it. But Ruthless Juvenile tell them, man, I'm telling you. I said, no, make Knuckle Up a bounce song. If you listen to the song, they talking about females. When they rapping, it's just a hook. Don't start no stuff, won't be no stuff. Knuckle up, knuckle up. You know what I'm saying? But they talking about Rock Bottom, Soul Train, because that was the female was shopping. That's what they talking about because we hurried and just throw the song together. But it was wound up being their biggest song. You see what I'm saying? So that's from that era right there is where Mobo Joe got the title of New Orleans gangster rap because nobody was doing it like that with the graphics and all that. And I wasn't doing no radio song because I never got love from the radio station. You know what I'm saying? So I just went to the Big Boy. You know what I'm saying? And like Big Boy, they came out a little bit. You know, they came out doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? With the, and then what y'all dropped for real? G Slim? Was it G
That
Slim?
was the first. No, that wasn't the first. We dropped Sporty T first.
Sporty T. Sporty was my dude. Sporty T was on too. Sporty was what you call.
So Sporty T, because I mean we was talking about, you know, him as a person. He wasn't considered gangster as far as his music and shit. It was more just some fly shit.
Sporty. Sporty. Like he said, like what's fly, what we call fly, and how you wear the polos and the ballies and all that type stuff. That was sporty. So that's the kind of music he did. He
was a street dude though.
Yeah.
He was straight my dude, and he was coming up with the guns and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? A matter of fact, we was kind of the first one getting out of the city doing shows. You're right, Sporty was, because Sporty was the second one at the game room in Baton Rouge with BK and them.
Yeah,
BK, what BK and them wore? What kind of shoes they wore?
Yeah, the ballies, huh?
No, them boys wearing Gators.
Oh yeah, you talking about your boy
Brian
and them?
Keaton
Your boy,
on Louisa Street at the little
because BK and them was, man, they was bringing
they
everybody.
Was getting money.
Yeah, they had the money in BR, man.
Yeah, because BK reached out to me. Big Head, the Dome Doctor, can co-sign this because he was a kid there. You know what I'm saying? So when I started going there, and then Sporty started going there right behind her, cause I could see Sporty in the street because I been knowing. You know what I'm saying? So like if I'm moving, you know what I'm saying, and I see your record hot, I'm gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like I told Baby now, hey, pass that weed, it's on and strawberries.
Yeah.
Bobby Kanye paying off like Jack McGinney.
Yeah.
Cause I'm lying?
Yeah, nah.
You know what I'm saying? I tell you, man, your record, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? So we doing this, when Cash Money started coming in, we was kind of moving to strawberries now, cause we got more of a national music. We matching Running with the Underground Kings a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The first time I heard the Underground King, I was in Jam City. Had two people on stage. And I heard that. Tell me something good, boom, boom. I want my kinfolk out here. My kinfolk, who was them dude? He said, man, that's Underground King. Because they wasn't saying UGK. They was saying Underground King. I said, where they from? He said, from Port Arthur. The next day, had a mom and pop, I think was in a Third World record store. I'm out here on business. Know where I was at? I was out in front of that store waiting to buy that tape. And I bought it the whole while, bumped it, going back. You see what I'm saying? But that's how my era started. You know what I'm saying? So my only problem, like I say, we gonna make this for everybody who watching and understand. We're gonna make it, like I say, the NBA league. At this time, right? I'm gonna get a title to my home team, Cash Money. That's my dudes because we came out the sewer pipe together. They was the Chicago Bulls. They won the championship. But I was played in the championship. I was Utah Jazz. They can be the Poland Trailblazers.
Listen, we played against some balls.
You had Untouchables. You had Slaughterhouse. You know what I'm saying? Untouchable had LOG. You know what I'm saying? He had an album called Camouflage Soldier. He had a song. Y'all be having G's, we be having soldiers. But you got the people that come after us try to take and narrow it down to one man. No, that's like kinfolk. That's like squabble. I say, you want squabble? I'm talking Texas. That was a New Orleans thing.
Yeah.
All this stuff was New Orleans slangs. Camouflage, soldiers, jabot. Everybody was wearing that.
Yeah.
Everybody was wearing that. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to tell it, give everybody credit. If you think I'm lying, Google LOG, look at his album cover. He got on the soldiers.
Yeah.
Got on the camouflage. Y'all be having G, we be having soldiers.
Because you, like you said, you kind of had the upper hand a little bit on Cash Money coming out the gate. Like, how did the transition happen to where they, was able to kind of come up how they came up?
Well, I couldn't able to keep my producer because they was young. Man, and Fresh been doing it. Huh? He's a genius. He's seeing what Mobo doing. You know what I'm saying? So he know what they got to do to keep up. Plus,
I mean,
another thing,
if you pull up one of the Cash Money products from back then, and then pull that up, and I ain't gotta say no more.
Just listen, and that's it.
Listen and look.
Too.
Just look at the two products.
At the dates. Just look at the dates, and then you'll understand. And that's what I want. That's what I want people to understand. I'm just gonna make y'all think and do research because, that's where I've been. I lost my son in 2005, right? I came home in 2000. When I lost my son, I questioned everything that I was told to me. I started researching everything. You know what I'm saying? I grew up believing we all come on a boat, but that's a lie. We ain't all come over on no boat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying with this music, don't take for what the pioneer of gangster rap telling you. Do your research. Receipts. The days can't lie. But Fresh was the enforcer behind Gregory D. Fresh had been, doing it. Yeah. When I dropped Lower Level, the first one, and I dropped this, it was Slim and Baby. I think Big Boy was Robert Shaw.
Yeah, it was Chuck, me, Rob, and Chuck.
It was him, Rob, and Chuck. It was Slim and Baby. It was Mobo Joe. It was nobody else.
Yeah, it was solo.
It was just me. Kenny Tiller came after X Mike. This was already out. That was already outdone. Yeah. When Brandon introduced me to him. So I'm a one-man gang. I was doing it by myself. And my crew was 16-year-old kids.
You said you lost your producer. What happened with your producer with him being young and all that? What, he got tired in life and just doing his own thing, or
he was real shy. I don't know how I forgot to bring his album cover, but you gotta listen to his music, bro. Gangsta Nip, bro. His album was called Possessed by the Wheezy Board, bro.
So he had a shy personality with that type of content, though.
Yeah. And then see, the thing also about New Orleans is like when it comes to the education of the business side.
Yeah.
Dead last. Dead. To the day. You know what I'm saying? After probably Doghouse, I think it was, I ain't signed contracts no more. I ain't signed contract no more. Because they didn't understand contract. You sign a contract, they think it's all about you owe them.
Yeah. The obligation go both ways.
It's an agreement, just like you get married with your wife. All you doing is making it legal. When you go to them people, they gonna break it down. Yeah. They coming at me like this is a weapon. But I got 100. This is serious money I don't spot. You know what I'm saying? I don't spot serious money. So y'all coming at me and saying I ain't built like that. I knuckle up and now pop do I got it. So I had to start boom boom boom. You know what I'm saying? So that's what kind of came on with that. You know what I'm saying? These guys at 15, 16 years old in Doghouse Positive, in we had, because of Ice Mike giving the right information, had BMI.
Yeah, had y'all publishing set up already.
In 91 and 92.
Yes.
91, 92. I'm so real for myself. When I came back with all the digital stuff, and the lady who was doing my publishing, she called me. She said, who is Michael Marshall and Brandon Gray? That's Lil Bad and Folk Child. I said, it's Folk Child. Who's going? She said, because they got a council already, Joe. I called Folk. I said, Folk. I said, Joe, what's up, account? He said, Mo, you forgot when we signed the contract, you paid the lawyer to set our accounts and all that up. That's how real I was, bro. That lawyer was charging me $750 every time I went see him. $750.
Yeah.
Ice Mike will hook up with the lawyer. For anything he did, it was $750. I paid for each one. Joe didn't have nothing because he wanted to do a work for hire, which he coming back on me with that. You see what I'm saying?
He wanted to do work for her?
He did. Yeah. And all the tracks was done on my equipment. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't tripping. We gonna win, we gonna win. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just telling you how it went. He didn't know I almost might get in his ear. Man, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But once the success came, long term,
Yeah, you fucked yourself.
it's a deal. You know what I'm saying? But because you were a real dude, you didn't fuck yourself. Because I ain't tripping. I ain't much tripping.
So you still did it? You just did it right with him, or
yeah? He didn't want to do the song until let you heard it.
That's real.
But it was all done on that sound check equipment. But I'm just real like that, bro. I don't have to. I was raised like I keep on saying, rich like men. When I'm saying rich, it's not about money. It's about what they implant in you. That's what I was raised by. Integrity, respect my people. That's how I was raised, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let them down. See what I'm saying? I got bamboozled. I wasn't up for sell dope. I know it was that dope. If my dad wouldn't die when I was 15, 16, I wouldn't have sold no dope. You might want to got Mobo Joe, I wasn't no dope. You know what I'm saying? But because that happened, you know, moving fast. Then you also got to look at, came in 67, the era from 55, 57, they flooded them with the free base. So we had nobody to teach us, bro. We had nobody to teach us. We had to get it how we live. I was scared to use dope because I was seeing what it was doing to them. So I wound up selling it. But I still was getting pimped by the same system. Right or wrong?
Yeah.
The pimp was the sound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Keep it 100. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm glad Cash Money made it, and I cheer for him. You know what I'm saying? And like people be like, man, why you don't mess with the opportunity presented itself? I guarantee you, me and Birdman can work together on anything. Because if somebody was to ask him, man, Joe was there. There was no issues. We even much talked about doing work with UNLV and Ruthless Juvenile, right? Because of poverty, jail, and drugs, the opportunity never came about. That's what we was fighting down there, bro. That's why I said the sewer pipe. It ain't the mud. It still stink, bro. It's the sewer, bro. They turned the shit on us, bro. See what I'm saying? So when I seen them made it out, that made me feel good. Because somebody made it out this September. I made it out too, because I'm still here. I don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it just was that real. You know what I'm saying? The great soldier Slim. Give me my props. While the blood was in his vein. He said, man, OG, we come up with a lower level organization. He told me that Peter's Records.
Yeah.
Rulers, Juvenile, Doghouse, Power. 504 Crazy was right there with it when he said it. Right? He said he was in there with 4 in Angola. Yeah. He said, yeah. Me and 4, well, he didn't say 4, he said me and Ruthless didn't make it to the walk together. The walk where you can go and chop it up. You know what I'm saying? He said, well, hear that boy getting out here. When he get out here, hook it up, let's drop something. This is what I respect about him. I always tell his story, right? At this time, I was in the club when C-Murder thing happened. I was in that club. That was in Harvey.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
That was
We're going to come back to that incident in a minute.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Slim, we all used to be in there. And I asked Slim one day, it was a couple of weeks before that, I said, man, this is what New Orleans messed up at. I said, Slim, what you going to charge a brother for that verse? That man looked at me, and he said, Mobo Joe. Because he all wants to, nobody going to say Mobo Joe. He hit him in my chest like this, because that's that New Orleans swag, how he talk. Mobo Joe, you a real dude, I'm a real dude. Book the studio, Slim going to be there. You know what I'm saying? But at this time, I'm just coming home. I'm home a couple of years, but I'm not really straight. I got a lot of stuff going on. I got teenage boys, all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So at this time, I took a job at Peaches. Remember, I was working at Peaches when I got Peaches Records. I didn't know his mama stayed back where he got killed at. But at Peaches is on the block, and all the girls be passing. So when I ain't doing it, I'm in the door. I'm looking. But he'll pass in that Cadillac, he know I'll be in there, he'll be looking. And he'll put his window down. Mobo Joe, you ready to go to the studio? You ready to go to the studio? I'm like, Slim, I'll get it done. But I'm never thinking the man gonna lose his life, bro. I never think he gonna lose his life. But he studied telling me, Mobo Joe, do you understand how big this is going to be? Because we never did this. This never was done.
Yeah.
This never was done. You know what I'm saying? At this time, I'm not my dog. I'm not my dog and all that stuff he had out. My young son, I got him on it. It was the saddest thing, man. That man got killed already. My son called me, man. He said, Dad, why they kill Soldier Slim? I had no answers for him. Because I've been losing homies all my life. I lost 5 when this dropped in 92-5. I lost 5 close homies. One of my best friends. My son, 5, 6 years old, called me. I said, someone talk to me when I get home. When I get home, he went for answers. I ain't got no answers. Then a couple of years later, he loses his older brother, my firstborn son, in 05. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I can't never call the mud. It's the sewer for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's the sewer. So I got bigger business that I got to do. You know what I'm saying? But I thank you for your platform because I need to get my story out on a lower vibration so they can see the higher vibration from where I come from to where I'm at. Like Gucci Man. You understand me? Mm-hmm. Now, what you were saying about that?
With the C Murder thing, you talking about? Take me through that whole incident.
Oh man, hey bro, listen to me. I was at the club. That's all I can say. I was in the club. The man did not do it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't witness it because I'm at the bar. But you know, you in the streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You in the streets. You know what I'm saying? But see, the thing about the East Bank, they knew, but they didn't know how crooked JP, man.
JP.
They dirty, bro.
Jefferson Parish.
They're dirty, bro. They put crunk charges on you, bro, and it's over, bro. That's why I wouldn't go to first and none of that, bro. I done been in several high-speed chases with them, everything. I ain't pulling on me, because I know they crooked. Harry Lee was our sheriff for years. He killed my homeboy in the hood. His deputy shot him in the head. One of my homeboy in the back of the head. Kill him. And they ain't do no time. See, I've been up against this. He killed them in they did that like 93, 94. I do some homework. Hey, I knew how JP was. So when I start seeing the brothers coming over there, I'm like, man, y'all know what y'all dealing with. These some racist people, bro.
That's not the same parishes as where Mac and all his shit ended. Where he ended up.
No, he was in another.
No.
He was in a country, but
he
was in another bad one.
Yeah,
St.
he was
Tammany.
on the other side.
He was in St. Tammany.
To east.
They might be worse than.
Yeah, he was on the east.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, for me, I matter of fact, on one of my albums, I got a song called JP. That's the police, Jefferson Parish Police. I got a song about them. Yeah, they was dirty. They had another guy that did a song about them too. They was dirty. You know what I'm saying? But that man is innocent, and they didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? He gonna wind up getting out because Brandon, I think he just beat the 10-2 law. So that's what's gonna free him. But it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? How they do. So that's why Portrait of a Villain, we was talking all this, because we seen. A matter of fact, he wore a patch over his eye, because right before we dropped the album, that's why he said I was a victim of police brutality. So what's up with that? That patch over his eye, JP beat him up. Yeah, him, Notorious A. So that's how my music was so gangster, because I hated him. When I used to be in the project, I don't know if you remember, had the little boy, he about 13 or 15. I think his name was Corey Halton out the 7th Ward.
Yeah,
they killed him.
remember that.
They killed him. Had a big old second line and all that. They killed the little boy.
I remember that.
Yeah. See, I witnessed all that because I had a license and a car when I was 15. I was so green, I knew how to go to the project, but I ain't know how to get from the West Bank to the Superdome. Know what I had to do? I had to get on Elhoy, right? Make the left, go to Claiborne and park by the Winn-Dixie on the corner of Washington and Claiborne and walk with them time across. Because I ain't know how to get to the Superdome.
You can see it.
I can see it.
I can see it.
I always take the wrong exit.
But I don't know how to get there.
I always take the wrong exit.
Yeah, that's the best. He did the best thing. That was the best thing to do. That was the best thing to do. Walk up them little steps and come back down.
Yeah. But that's my story, man. Like I say.
Where's Master P in all of this? I know he was more in California.
Master P.
That comes to later.
Let me give you my story, Master P. Master P came around 94, 95. I don't know if you remember. He was working on the first Dancehall Hustlers. He came to my store. On the second Ruthless, we got a song called Crescent City, right? It's called Crescent City. What is the Crescent City? New Orleans. That's another name for New Orleans. Crescent City. So Pete came to the store, and he was saying, put the Dancehall Hustler thing together. And he said, put the song, a song together for to put on it. We put the song together, right? When I got the song done, we recorded by RDM Studio by Jay Dine, was next to my record store. I had a hip-hop record store, too. And we recorded the song. I called him. I told him I had the song done, right? He said he was out of town. He going to get when he come back. He came back. He never got with me. Now, anybody else, like, what? Because I come up from rich black men. I was a businessman. Them other dudes would have came out of this song because it was fair play. I understand a man probably came to another business decision because he was a businessman. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the last time I seen him had to be like 95, so he's coming out honestly on Canal Street.
Yeah.
He saluted Mobo Joe, I saluted Master Pete, and that was that. I put the song on the second Ruthless. I ain't never said nothing bad about him because I understand business. He ain't owe me nothing. You know what I'm saying? He probably singing and went another way. You know what I'm saying? It's business. A lot of people take it for oh, that job. I ain't never had no problem. You know what I'm saying? I got much respect for him to sing. But No Limit came to New Orleans. That's when I ever heard him after Pete when he came to the store. And that had to be at least 94, 95. At this time, let's say from Tim Smooth and them era, because you had MC Dice, you had a lot of them, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Muggsy Records. You know, you probably had a whole NBA squad. You know what I'm saying? You had Muggsy Records, you had, like I said, L Rock, you had Gerald J, you had Big Boy, you had Mobo, you had Cash Money. Come on.
Take 4.
Yeah, Take 4. I took them on the road. I took them at Jubilee. I took them on the road in 92. I see people right now putting up stuff saying Take 4, this, that, and they forget about Mobo. I took Take 4, Earl Mack is still living. I asked him. I took him to Atlanta. On tour. You know what I'm saying? You had a lot of other labels, man. You had Take 4, who else you had? And there was a lot of them.
Yeah, man. It's don't get me started now.
You know, even
we got
I heard you was talking about MCL.
Them Hardhead.
Yeah, MCL was with Roger and them.
Yeah.
Murder Inc.
Murder Inc.
We had Murder Inc. in New Orleans in 19. That had been
I did the single on that album.
You know what I'm saying?
Roderick from my hood.
What it was?
Yeah, Crazy, Alamo, and
Crazy that ended up on No Limit later on?
Yeah. Yeah, that was Murder Inc. I did that back then.
Yeah, Untouchable. Yeah, Tombstone with Most Wanted Posse. Can't forget Tombstone. Because they give me the edge because everybody like controversy. When they said that, it was up. That helped me because I answered back to what they said. And that's why I think people always say Cash Money and Big Boy because the UNLV and Falling in Crime, and then it led to the Mystical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot remember because that's what they think. But I was there to take care of business because I wanted my city to get what H-Town and the other cities was doing. Which was H-Town and that mainly was H-Town. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't remember at that time that Atlanta really was doing a lot of music.
Nah, H-Town was the spot.
It was the spot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, by me coming out here, my kinfolk from the Fifth Ward, you know what I'm saying? I was a fan of Eazy-E, you know what I'm saying? So they was doing that, but I'm seeing a bigger picture. I'm gonna set the stage for the really win. You know what I'm saying? And I got an artist for Stunner too. L.MONT, got a project for him. Stunner gonna come sign this man. Come get that money, man. Stunner, come on, Stunner. Stop playing, man. You know what I'm saying? But I want to shout out a couple of people, man, that Terrence Gangsta Williams, that was my cellar. We was locked. I was like Hot Beezer too. And 99 we was locked up together. We always doing fair. But I helped him name his label and start his label. You know what I'm saying? That's why he shot me out when he was on the podcast in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Gangsta, OG the Juice Man, Gucci Man, and Ross 5'9", you know what I'm saying? Like he said, man, like people don't talk about it, but these dudes did their thing. You know what I'm saying? So I think people like that, that's outside of my city, show, love. And the younger people, you know what I'm saying, they always call me, like, when Gangsta say my name, man, got a lot of kids that grew up at my house with my kids. And they're like, man, OG, time for you to get your flowers, man. Man, Gangsta said your name. Don't worry what they're talking about. The man, getting your flowers. And I got to respect that. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, me being raised by rich black men, we was taught to mind your business. If it ain't my business, I don't see it. I ain't nothing to do with it. I just don't. That's how I was raised, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Well, man, I appreciate you coming through, man. It's been live. I'm interested to see what's gonna be the if it's gonna be any blowback from this. We did when you start talking about first. You know what I'm saying? That ruffles the feathers.
That first. That's what.
Like they say, paperwork. The receipts don't lie.
Yeah.
Ruthless Juvenile. Look at the title. 92. Right? Portrait of a Villain. Online. Lower level organization. Portrait of a Villain. Just look at that one video and show me in 91. Don't talk about it, because see, y'all like to argue. I ain't gonna argue.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that. Show me that that, was doing it that way, that sick way.
Well, like, you can't, like I said, you can't be mad at the truth. You know what I'm saying? Someone's truth shouldn't be offensive. Put it like that. You can feel a certain way. It shouldn't be offensive if that's your truth, and that's your truth. It's official. Truth. I wouldn't have it no other kind of way.
And you ain't gonna have no problem with it, because a lot of people already know it. I just hadn't been out and gone on platforms to do it, because, like I say, losing my son, I had to change my whole mind. So I had to figure out, man, like, when this gonna stop? You know what I'm saying? I just lost my second bone in September the 29th to the fentanyl epidemic. I got one boy left. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I did what I did. I did a project with the great Tim Smooth. Right now we're celebrating Ruthless Juvenile 30-year anniversary. What'd that say? 30 years. What were you at in 30 years? What were you doing in 30 years? You know how I came about doing this? A fan posted. I wasn't even paying attention. A fan posted, Ruthless Juvenile coming through. I said, you know what, my fans deserve better. So the OG came out and did this for my fans. Yeah. That's what matters. You know what I'm saying? Coming on Donnie Houston Podcast. Houston? H-Town? Man, you don't know, man, this is my backyard, man. Man, I cut some cabbage through here, bro. For real.
Nah, it's cool to hear how much the city had an influence on you just doing your thing.
They really did. I mean, me and my crew used to come out here every year to Galveston Beach with these cars right here. We used to be in these cars right here with guns and everything, real guns. Stupid Rock coming off Galveston one day, I hear some shooting. He come pull up his stupid self. Man, I said, man, what? Man, what's wrong with you, man? When my kinfolk out here, my kinfolk from 5th Ward named Jerome Allen, he should be getting home real soon, my people. He kept telling me when he first met him, he said, man, he need plenty of counseling, kinfolk. He need plenty of counseling. He said, he need, you know, Rock man would throw it off. He said, he need plenty of counseling, bro.
Plenty of counseling. 5th floor.
You know what I'm saying? He would throw it off. You know? But yeah, bro, I appreciate y'all. Hope y'all can get a good edit and try to get the information out. You know what I'm saying? You know, the pioneer of gangster rap has spoken. I'm looking forward to get over that on Beehive on what that is on 85 South. You know what I'm saying? Big facts. Cause I got stories in Atlanta.
We gotta set that up, man.
I got a story.
Yeah, Beehive, my boy. I can.
I got stories in Atlanta. I was there. I was in Atlanta the last year that took down the Fulton County Stadium. I was in that famous strip club in '91. Yeah, I was there.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, I was there. A lot of people can't say that I was there though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to sell myself to be hot and all the rest of the podcast.
We got you, man.
Because I love talking. I get it from my mom. Listen to the outro on Lower Level and Ruthless Juveniles. Listen to the outro, and you're gonna see he was sick. But I changed, bro.
Already. Hey, Sites, you got anything before we close?
Hey, that's my dog, man. Look, that's why we celebrated him. You know, he said New Orleans don't celebrate him, but I made sure this year.
That's what I'm gonna say. We got the award.
We honored him this year. You know what I'm saying? And I made sure I stuck it in their face. You know what I'm saying? I made sure to stick it in their face. And I'm always support my dude.
I was going to say, talk about how important that is, what Sites is doing with the NOLA Rap Legends, and you know what I'm saying, making sure y'all get that.
Sites come from a good stock, too. Charles, Timber, Chuck, good stock.
Yeah.
I'm going to give y'all this story. Y'all can put this on another piece, right? And people don't know this. I don't know if Sites know this. But we had a fight with Big Boy. Not the rappers.
No. That's what I was telling you. It's two different. It's two different.
Yeah,
Big Boy, the record company, and then there's Big Boy.
But I want to get Chuck his flowers on this and how Chuck, by him being in California, understood politics.
Yeah.
Well, his little Rat Pack clique, Rat and Bruce, they snuck Plenty Counseling, Rock, my partner, at the Civic Center in Thibodeau. A Mistaken Identity. They snuck him. It was a fight broke out. I wound up in the fight because the fight wound up behind
stage. Man, that fight legendary.
Yeah, but how it was, what I'm trying to get people to understand for black people, because like I say, I read about rich black folks, right? Rolling from Doghouse went to jail, and my partner never went to jail, and some of Chuck people went to jail. But it was bad for Chuck people to do that. Robert Shaw co-signed this. So I'm pissed. I'm telling Chuck, man, you're going to have to get this right. Chuck said, Mobo, let me figure it out, I'm going to handle it. That man stood on business and made that right.
He stood on it.
He stood on business because he was from New Orleans, but he lived in California. In California, they teach politics. New Orleans is open.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he knew from being in California what happened. This man lost money. You know what I'm saying, Chuck? Bam, bam, bam. That man took care of business, and we bonded, and we grew from that, and was come out here with Tim Smooth and Mystical and 2 limos and this shows in Texas.
Yeah.
So you can't tell me we can't do when we stand on business.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying, man? Chuck ain't had no problem, man, Big Boy.
Nah. He always, he stood on business. He stood on business, bro. If he say this is what it's gonna be, you know how we that's how I'm like, if I gotta take the loss, I'm gonna take the loss. That's how you see what I'm saying? That's how I do what I did the other day. It's like, bro, if I gotta take that L, we gonna keep this thing. Dude ain't going home mad. I'd be damned if he go home mad.
And that's how Chuck did. That's what he did. You know what I'm saying? And once we did it, I was like, hey, bro, I had different respect for you because that's what men do. See what I'm saying? And that's why I say he come from good stock. You know what I'm saying? But he outside, I'm inside. I ain't outside, y'all. I'm
outside now. Look, he gonna be outside now. Look,
even when I was doing all that, I was still inside.
Oh no, you gonna be outside now, boy.
Yeah,
you on DHP,
man,
boy.
Donnie, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, man. Sice, you know what I mean? Hey,
again, one more time,
man. Yes,
if
sir.
y'all run some music, well, y'all can't run that because it got Poetry Village. Y'all can't run Poetry Village. They got too much of.
Y'all go look the video. I'm finna watch the video as soon as we close out. You know what I'm saying? Poetry Village on YouTube, man. Mobo Joe, man. I appreciate you coming through, bro.
I appreciate you too, man. H-Town, thank y'all, man. Thank y'all.
For sure.
Legendary.
For sure.
Legendary.
Sice, Mobo Joe. I'm Donnie Houston. Donnie Houston Podcast. Hey, man, we're out of here.
Oh, all right. Well, he's still running?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Look, I got a new project coming out. L.MONT is an EP, and it's almost done. Well, it's basically done. It's called Energy and Envy, because that's what's run the world.
Yeah.
Energy and envy. That's why things are like this. You're going to have good energy or you're going to have envy. H-Town showed us a lot of good energy. You know what I'm saying? But look out for the new project. He'll take a couple of people on there, a couple of songs on there. Handle your business, man.
What's going on? What you was up?
You good? You ain't got to lean
into it. It's going to catch you.
What's down with you, Mr. Donnie? You know what I'm saying? Nice meeting you, bro. Precise, you heard me? Legendary, precise, you know what I'm saying? Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get you in that studio. The studio, for some reason, man, it must be tax season, cause
they running it up.
What? It's 6 to 6. They kicked me out the gold room. I'm like, I can't even get my own spot, bro. But I can't mess up the church money at the same time. So we gonna get to the studio.
Right, yeah, it's gonna be an honor, you know, to work with you. You know what I'm saying? Big boy. I'm like, I'm young, but I'm a historian. I like to tap in with what's going on with the older people and people. Just I ain't gonna say older people. I'm gonna say the legends. Because I pay homage. I love to pay homage.
Oh man, listen to me, bro. I don't get offended. I don't get offended at all, man.
You know, so
call me what you want, as long as they don't call me broke. I'm good. I'm like boss man. I own all my music.
Yeah, the energy. And, I've been doing music for quite some time. Mo, he from my backyard. I'm from Harvey, Louisiana, so he from my backyard. I was traveling all across the globe, dealing with Ross, Rick Ross, all different type of artists from Philly coming on down. But it led me right back to my roots. My roots was Mobo Joe. Yeah. He in my backyard, but all my uncles and all the OGs, you know what I'm saying? One our mutual OG, Cooley, Joe Cooley, just kept telling me, man, give him more. And I'm doing my thing. Then I finally get with him. Then I see, but this man is a century worth of knowledge. So I call him the guru. He like a mentor to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I want the young dudes, my age, to know that, man, it's cool to get with one of these dudes who got knowledge.
Well, get the knowledge so you can, it'll save you. This sometimes is a 5 to 7 year journey. You're gonna cut 5 years off of your journey messing with a dude like this.
Facts. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So you ain't doing nothing but the right thing.
Yeah, and it's perfect to do that because, like you said, you gotta take heed. I ain't gotta always go through it. You know what I'm saying? I've been in prison. I lost my mom. I've been in jail for murder. I lost my mama while I was in prison. My brother was murdered. All my hood went to the feds, the Harvey Hustler stuff. You know what I'm saying? All that's on Real's TV. So I've been in a, I got a cipher of my own. And coming from that, just looking at it and then getting with Mo and dealing with the Ruthless Juvenile, that was just legendary to me. I was able to be on the 30th anniversary. You know what I'm saying? That, coming from where I come from, just to get there. Now we here and we actually dealing with that, which is Joe. I call him the Devil Make Beats because he with the Ouija board and the devil was in the studio and all that. He's still sick. He's still sick, but like I said, me and him finally getting together to do the, he about to do a song on the project. We got Ella on the mic. She's coming up in New Orleans. We got AIA Lit, Sean Cotton. He be doing a lot of work with artists out here too as well. Say Cheese TV. Yeah. Who else we got on there? Oh, we got NBA Chopper Boy from NBA Young Boy. New Orleans, Birdman, New Orleans. We got Chopper Boy, Ben 10, and all them in the video. You know what I'm saying?
Ben 10.
Yeah. I've been in Baton Rouge and just did the video with that. It's a slew of other best booming producers. The slew of other producers on there, man. Shout out if I forgot y'all name. I'm off the head with this one. But they on the record in that Energy and Envy. Something Mobo was saying, and I called it. I was like, well, damn. And I said, because I was thinking about the name, and he was like, yeah, because the world based around Energy and Envy. I said, shit, that's the name for it right there. You know what I'm saying? Energy and Envy. Because I can feel it. I can relate to that. I understand that coming from what, like he said, a sewer pipe. Coming from that sewer pipe, I was there too. You know what I'm saying? I've been in prison. I've seen a lot of different things. I see a lot of different actions amongst our people and a lot of, stuff that we can avoid if we just communicate well, have an understanding of business. You know what I'm saying? We raise our business level and our business acumen, we'll be able to do more business and build a scene. And then I go to looking at, the industry infrastructure that you guys created that people try to tear apart by telling y'all apart. You know what I'm saying? When y'all come together like this, it makes the big picture beautiful so everybody can see it. Like Donnie from Houston, but I'm looking from the sideline. I'm looking at the smile on his face just to hear the knowledge of, He's a historian. He wanted to know.
Well, see, that's one of the real reasons why I even got with him, because he's not just a podcast. He's really a journalist.
Oh, that's epic. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not just getting with a guy with a damn camera and a YouTube channel. I'm getting with somebody this is what they really do.
Right, so he fiending for the story, but I see. So that's what that look was. I was just looking.
Yeah, because he could appreciate the
information. I seen it, and I'm like, man, this dude really love what he do.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it. I was like, man, it made me proud to even be a part of it.
That's real.
You feel what I'm saying? Because I was like, man,
because I made a lot make sense to him.
Yeah,
I seen it because he been trying to figure it out. And he's like, nah, this guy here making it. And see, that's the thing.
Receipts, man.
They trying to get the story out, but this is what you got to understand. We know the story, but the people don't know the story. So you got to break it down to what they understand. Because when you jumping all over, they don't know. Now they know the first two labels who dropped in 91, Mobo Joe and Cash Money. That's paperwork. Shows that. Right. So you got to make sure these stories where the people understand. And I seen it on his face. He was like, yeah, now I can finish my business because now I can see.
Yeah, that's why he said what he said. Man, when you say first, you know it's gonna be
some controversy, man.
Cause see, me and Sice got this with this twerk thing. What twerk started, and now you starting to see us a lot of little clips popping up about what twerk started here, twerk started there. I ain't see them. Now I could be wrong. I didn't see that conversation till.
Check this out. Now I'm gonna let Chica, cause it's her song, but the first twerk I put out, right? Manny Fresh, the record that Manny Fresh produced, it was off of the dirty version that I put out on the Mobo Click in 93, right? Okay, we talk about the DJs. We run the Trigger Man and the Browns beat. When I first seen Chica perform, that's how I wanted to do the record. The first record, we did it just like we do it, right? At this time, when Fresh did it, Chica had to went back to her family tombstone, and they needed a radio record. Manny Fresh is a genius. He a beat maker, so he made original. The record we used just was the Trigger Man,
just the turntable.
But she was, if you listen to it, she was saying twerk something. That's how we did it at the clubs. And I want the world to see how it was really done in New Orleans. So we did. Like if you go back to, see, like I said, I go so far back. I go up to Frankie Beverly Mays live albums. So I was trying to give them a live New Orleans version of what was going on in New Orleans, well, the whole city was twerking. That's how that came about.
Yeah, we were just got on the subject because it was on one of the major late night shows the other night.
Yeah, I seen something about that. Yeah, I seen something about that. So, but that's, like I said, if you listen to the record, you know what I'm saying? You'll hear them Trigger Man just, you know.
When I seen Chica, she was like, because he invented twerk. You know, that's what I'm saying. But she was there, and then I just look at it. I'm like, well, cool. Just like I was.
But Manny Not Lying, the record they took is Manny record.
Yeah.
You know, that was made with machines and his sounds and all. The one we made was just, because like I told you, I had a radio relationship with the radio station. So I didn't make radio records. My record was for the people. That's why I'm still here, because the people loves me.
Hell yeah.
And they say I'm the pioneer.
And that's just like we talk about who made Bounce. Tell them your description of who.
I don't want to eat this time. He got to go. Well, let's look at what you call him. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you what, though. Check this out.
I don't want. I'm gonna bust his brain. I know too much.
No. We gonna take it there, but we're gonna take it there, but we're gonna take it to New Orleans.
All right.
We're gonna take this same thing. We're gonna take it to New Orleans, and we're gonna have that to talk about.
Yeah. And I tell you, now when it comes to bounce music, it's one person who originated, made bounce music. That wasn't. It wound up being a New Orleans thing, but it's one artist who started that Pacific style.
Okay, what name you finna say?
I can't tell you that. I can tell you the whole story. If I tell you that, what name you think about to say? Huh?
Get it, man. Get it, man.
Go ahead.
You want it? Come on. Who name you gonna say?
Was it T.T. Tucker?
Okay, T.T. Tucker from what? What T.T. Tucker from? Tent Wall, right?
Tent Wall.
What did you hear from?
DJ Irv.
St. Bernard Project.
7 Wall. Tucker from 10 Wall, right? Let's go here. Educate. Christopher Columbus discovered America. You believe that?
I don't know how you discover something that already exists.
Right. He said when he got here, he seen people here. Right? He said that.
Yeah.
Right? He said that. He said copper-coated people and black people, right? One thing about my people, I was telling them, and I'm teaching now, this the Lacamo here. Now, we ain't in the Mobo Joe, we're in the Lacamo mindset, right? Lacamo means I'm in a Cadillac. Okay, he said when he got here, he seen people, right? One thing I learned about these people that did to us, when you want to hide something from us, put it right in front of our face. If he said that off top, he didn't discover nothing. You said T.T. Tucker, right? He from the tent wall, right? From the, what's it called? Now, he made the first record, came out with the Trigger Man, right? But if you made something, his song was called Where They At, Where They At? Where They At, Where They At, right? Somebody said, everybody running around biting Tucker shit, they don't know I'm that nigga, the nigga. So if you was making that statement, what is you saying? That's just like if I try to take Donnie Houston right now and go claim it, you gonna come back and say, nah, I'm Donnie Houston.
Yeah.
Y'all heard that song before? You never heard that song? That's that's Everlasting Hitman.
Yeah.
Everybody running around biting Tucker shit. They don't know I'm the nigga. Know he from? The tent wall.
Yeah.
That's my little brother. He lived at my house. When he got killed, I just gained 500 songs. When he got killed, now he got killed, I just gained 500 songs. He was going to put his album together. That's the one I seen in Jam City with the big old hat on. People gonna remember this here, the big blue hat. When you go on his album, on his thing, when you look at, I'm gonna show you in the comments. Read the comments. Start reading comments. All right? Everlasting Hitman, right? He said, everybody running around biting Tucker shit. I'm not. Why would you claim that was your stuff? He was from the tent wall. Everybody got a hype man.
Yeah.
So how you get a 7-wall hype man, 10-wall hype man and a 7-wall DJ? Well, Tucker is a real dude. He a street dude. He moving around. Just so happy I was in a club and had heard that and ran that. Hitman and Tucker had their demons. They was in and out of jail. So while Hitman was in jail, you beat me. When he come back from jail, the king come back to return to get his throne.
Yeah.
That's why he telling you, everybody running around, man. All right? The bounce stuff came between Bud Jump Time, my boy, my brother, Gregory D.
Manny Fresh.
And then you had Buzz Down with Pop That Thing, right? But all the concept come from the Show Boys.
Yeah.
Trigger Man. Right? What the Show Boys was doing, they was rapping hard over that beat, but they was rapping. Listen to Hitman. Listen to what he was doing. He was rapping. He was flowing.
Yeah.
On that song. And that, to me, is one of the biggest bounce songs. It was 7 minutes long. Then you had one came back that was 8 minutes long. Who that was? The Answer. Mama Mia.
Yeah.
The Big Payback. Yeah, listen to the music, bro. You're a journalist. Put it together. I just gave you a piece of the puzzle. Now you got to do the rest of your research. But it makes sense, right? Because if it don't make sense, it just don't make sense.
So what was the name of Everlasting Hitman's song?
Bounce, baby, bounce. That's why you got bounce.
Come on, man. You got it.
That's why you Donnie Houston, because you Donnie Houston. Yeah. So why nobody else never made us, didn't name their song the label Bounce, Baby, Bounce? My little brother was making a statement. I heard him kick these songs before because I knew him before we was doing music. You know what I'm saying? Well, crazy story. When I was about 15, right? 16, he was about 10, 11. Huh? We was smoke wet together. What? That's my little brother. His cousin still living. That man was living at my house, man. He used to come in and out. He was fighting his demons, bro. You know what I'm saying? That man left my house. He got out of jail. He came by the house. He went on his bench. He came back. He said, big brother, come get me. I'm going to go through the song. I had 500 songs, but I have no reason to lie about this, bro. This man was in and out of jail all his life, bro. This man had 500 songs. He said, I'm going to go through the album. I'm going to go through the song and put the album together. He got other songs he made that I got on my thing, too. Work that back. If you listen to his rap, he really can rap. You know what I'm saying? I want to show you on the comments was thing where he also went save someone, you feel me? Because he got booed here in H-Town, but because he was doing his stuff, he went and boom, don't do it. Don't do him like that. This is my stuff.
I just read it.
This is my stuff. Boom. Read the comments. This ain't stuff I'm making up. Don't get mad with me. Let's keep it real. Because know what I like about my little brother? He got the same heart I got. Because at the end of the comment, he said New Orleans got to stick together. I'm going to show you the comment. That's Everlasting Hitman. Jubilee from the 10 Wall. Jubilee, come on now, Jube. You from the 10 Wall. Who was that DJ that was Hitman hype man in the 10 Wall? Because we was doing the courtyard. We was doing the club, right or wrong?
Yeah, you're right.
Huh?
You're right. That was
DJ Carrier, his our project, Benefit Desire. You know what I'm saying? Slick Lee on the bridge. Juvenile in the 10 Wall. They put, when I say the courtyard, you pull out your 1200s and you run records.
Put them on the porch. I put them up top.
And he said earlier, everybody had a hype man. They heard my little brother. I heard him kick it too on the West. I heard him kick it. You know what I'm saying? I tell you something else he had. When in the 80s, you remember that era when the reggae music was hot?
Yeah.
Roller skates on the lakefront and all that.
Yeah.
He had about 4 or 5 reggae songs. Remember that?
Yeah, he had some reggae in him. He had some, it's in his style. In his bounce style, it was a lot of reggae.
It was roller skates. It was some other songs that was out in the
roller skate. Yeah. Fucking
the reggae, the steel pulse and all that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about that era.
Yeah.
That era.
Yeah, they used to play that so much on the radio.
I'm trying to get y'all nuggets to make sense. And that era, that's the era of the wets and all that was out. So I ain't lying.
Yeah.
See? The wine coolers that just came out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I come out to the Galveston Beach and I come on my 2000. I'm on Galveston Beach. Oh, man, everybody some wet. Hey, man, y'all still doing that stuff, man? Man, y'all ain't crazy out here, man. Man, y'all crazy about a wet. Wet, I ain't moving no wet, man. Man, trying to give me a wet daddy, man. We call them click them down there. Y'all call them wet daddy.
Wet daddy.
You know what I'm saying? But he was doing with the roller skate. Down Broad Street, you had the African shops and the reggae shops.
Yeah, right there by Seafood City and all that.
Yep. See, they wiped all that out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But this is what I got. This is what I want people to understand. Music is like a tree. Every ring in a tree is information. That's why they cut the tree down and look at the rings.
Yeah.
When you listen to the music, listen to what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? The rap music, and go back, because I won't go into lack of most of. Man, let's cut this thing off, man. Cut it off, man. Cut it off, man. Let's cut it off, man. Cut it off, man. Cut it off, man. Because I'm on one right now. I'm on one right now.
We done made him comfortable, man. We got us what?
Oh, I love to talk. I love whenever you want to talk.
We'll do it again. We'll do it again.
I'm saying?
Like I said, we coming on.
But all I want to ask you, did that make sense, what I just said? It makes sense, right?
It makes sense to me.
It makes sense.
I'm like, oh, because I'm listening to the music.
It makes sense.
And then, like, just saying, like, even with, y'all had Mystical over there. You feel what I'm saying? I've seen some dudes talking about Mystical was a gangster rapper. What's your opinion of that, as far as Mystical being a gangster rapper?
Man, Mystical was mystical.
Mystical lyricist.
Period. Now, whatever category you put him in, it don't matter to me. He was. I
don't think Mystical will want that title.
Doing his thing.
He won't want that title.
Nah, he don't
because he's above that.
He don't consider himself a gangster. I don't think he consider himself a gangster.
That's that low vibration stuff. Gangsta is low vibration.
Gangster rappers like him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They put him on a song with Busta Rhymes in 3 Stacks.
That's more his
That's
lane.
his speed. That's what I'm saying. That's his speed. That off the wall.
Especially coming from where we come from, that's our 3 Stacks and our Busta Rhymes. Especially for Uptown. If we want to get specific, let's just do Uptown. That's our who that is.
Mystical City, Mystical, one of my favorites, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you a story about Mystical. I remember when Chuck bought it before they put it out. They bought it by me on a cassette. They bought it on a cassette. I'm Mobo Joe. I'm the beginning. My voice matter. My partner Chuck bought it. I seen him at Peaches. He said, man, coming over there later, I want to check out something. I didn't know what it was. He gave me a cassette, Mystical on it. I'm listening to it. I'm observing that they looking at me. So I said, Chuck, do he perform like that? He said, yeah. He got a show at UNO Lakefront Arena tonight.
Yeah.
I went over there. It was him and the great Tim Smooth gracing the stage.
Yeah,
See,
Tim was doing his hype man stuff at that time.
I come up under LL Cool J, Luke Skywalker. I come up under where you had to have stage shows. Because I was at Superdome dances in the 80s, so you had stage shows. So that's why I wanted to perform like that. Man, that man, Mystical Distance, and he said, Barry, like, I can throw that shirt off, and the girl went crazy.
Yeah,
and
man.
they went crazy.
He'll put a
they
little,
went crazy. I looked at Chuck and walked up
cut a little slit right here, so when he do it, he'll do his little Michael Jackson spin around it.
And with them girls.
And drop the mic, end of the show.
Man, I went about Chuck. At that time, it was on the G Slim thing. You know what I'm saying? G Slim was a good project. I wasn't a fan of it because he was mostly trying to do the West Coast thing. You know what I'm saying? I looked at Chuck. I said, you better cut him loose. Leave that G Slim alone. Cut him loose. Man, that boy did that there. I ain't seen nobody perform like that in the city, boy. That man, and them girls went crazy. They went crazy, bro. They went crazy. I tried to rip the shirt off. That nigga. And they went crazy. And he was up ever since.
That boy put a
Chuck was living here co-signing
put something on his hand.
Yeah.
That boy slipped that glove on his hand.
You know I ain't lying. He did a Michael
Spin around.
I didn't know Mystical was doing all this shit.
What? How you think he gets so hot? That's how I found him. I found him doing that shit.
Hey, I told you.
He did the first time I seen him do that shit.
I told you who you got in the building.
The first time he did that shit for me, we was on the 9th Street of Uptown, and he did it in the middle of the street. He said, I got something. Called me. I had to ride all the way to his house. He did put the show tape on, because I did him a show tape earlier that day. He put the tape on in my truck, stood in the middle of the street, did the whole show, tore the thing off, everything. I said, boy, you gonna kill him.
Huh? So you know I ain't lying. So if he's saying that, you know I ain't told a lie. I don't know how to lie,
I said,
bro.
boy, you gonna kill him.
Now that man, I tell Chuck, I said, when I heard the music, because you had to, your energy had to match the music.
What you was doing.
Energy mean everything. I know about energy. So I said, Chuck, he said, Mobo, he performing tonight at UNO, the one by the lakefront, the college.
Yeah.
He was at the college, him and Tim. And man, that boy with that mic, doom, doom, and he did that. And when he did that, I looked at them women, I looked at Chuck, and I ran over there. I said, man, you better cut him loose.
Man, I had the footsteps. Had put the footsteps in that thing for him. That boy, oh yeah, he was climbing. Bad like Michael for real.
He was bad like Michael. I'm telling you. That man tore it down, cuz he tore it. Hey, but I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never had seen. Now, Gregory did all of them throw down, but they had a stage show. See, that's what I said when I come up on when I was going to on the Municipal Auditorium, and I seen LL. LL the man. LL was the muscle ball. Man, LL was an animal. You know what I'm saying? I come up with UTFO, Kango, Luke Skywalker. I watch stage shows. I pay money to go watch shows. I ain't paying money on stage, be loaded and just rapping on the mic, man. I was paid for see energy. Yeah. And Mystical had showed me that night, man. He did that, man. Take a look at this video. I want to mess with this video so bad. I want him to co-sign. I want him to co-sign, co-sign all that, which I don't need it, but your opinion valid because you Donnie Houston.
Oh man, I appreciate it, man. Hey bro, you Mobo Joe, man. You know what I'm saying?
So when you see this video, I just want to see what you gonna say.
I want to say something about that book right there. It's about young dudes getting out of jail. I think that
Yeah, this book here, as a matter of fact, me and Ruthless Juvenile Little Badness did it. It called Get Out of Jail Free Card. It's talking about the Jim Crow laws and all that stuff. The Jim Crow law got C murder jammed up. The crooked stuff, right? So it ain't about get out of jail free. It ain't about ratting. It's about your PCRs thing that you can file like he doing right now to get out. Because you got a lot of these young kids, they'll go and they'll tell you got 99 years, and you'll go back there thinking you got 99 years, but you got 30 days to file this, and you file that, they give you another 60 days to file that, they get another 9 days to file that. So that's how you be saying we come home with life sentences and stuff like that. And all the time just ranting coming home is about that research.
Yeah.
See, this is where they got us at. They had us going through life repeating. As I lost my son, I realized that. I questioned everything my mama, everything the old men taught me. And I realized they were just repeating stuff that was passed on to them. So I did the research and matched what I knew. Why they was repeating, why people go through life repeating. Because it's easier to repeat than do research. All the research, you got to put some time in, buddy. You got to show up for work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where they got us at. So this is for the young people, because TDC, Texas don't mess around. Texas TDC get you locked down, but this tip book, it just a lot of people cases in there and just explain to you how to, if you get in a situation, how to help yourself get out of jail free. Ha.
That's what it is.
On the real.
That's what
I had fun, bro.
Hey, man, we up out of here, man. You know what I'm saying?
I had fun, bro.
Donnie Houston.
Subscribe to the Donnie Houston Podcast, man.
Oh, yeah.